It's been quite some time since I get myself in front of the camera. Kind of nervous. Hey guys, I want to welcome you and myself back to the Censored Pop channel. I know it has been some time since I uploaded a video. The reason is because I was kind of busy. Honestly, also lazy, because some events just happens and just falls into place. For example, in November, I was busy changing the furnitures in the apartments. Sometimes I didn't even have a chair to sit on, so you can imagine that. And after that, we go to December, when I took a trip to Barcelona, and after that it was Christmas, it was New Year, and then I flew to Asia for Chinese New Year. For 2 weeks, I came back, I got a very nasty viral infection. It's not flu, it's not corona. I had to take a blood test and we realized there was some viral infection. It's still going on, you can hear from my voice. Hopefully I get better soon, but I really want to start making some videos because I'm really excited about some of the stuff that's going on in Dragon Ball Super. I really think that 2023, it's a very good year for Dragon Ball Super. That is crazy because this is the 6th year for Dragon Ball Super. That tells you how well the game is going. I really believe in this game. So let's go. Let's take a look at what I'm the most excited for. First video, Android 21, The Nature of Evil. Wow, I actually did that in one take. Android 21, The Nature of Evil. This blue deck, you want to play the long game, then you drop your boss monster to finish the game. And the deck has a lot of tools at your disposal for you to play it. The unique thing about this deck is that you are able to use your opponent's battle card and unison card as energy, so you can use it defensively or offensively, because guess what? If your opponent wants to attack you, their battle cards needs to be in active mode, right? So when they try to attack you, you counterplay, use their battle cards, tap it, and then they cannot attack you anymore. Then most of your cards are blockers anyways, so you are able to defend yourself, play the long game, drop your boss monster, and go for the win. So this deck, I can't wait to show you the rest of the cards. Let's take a look at some of your counter blaster cards that you can play during your opponent's turn. Take note, I believe that you can only use your opponent's battle card and unison card to pay for the unspecified cost. What do I mean by that is that you take a look at this 2-4 cost. There are 3 specific energy. One is 3 blue, one is 2 blue and 1 green. You have to pay that with your own energy. However, that one additional cost that is unspecified, you can use your opponent's battle card or unison card. That means when you play, you tap 3 when you play it. One gives you a blocker, one destroys your opponent, one of your opponent's battle card, and on top of that, you can use one of the unison card or their battle cards and pay it as the energy by tapping it down, disabling them for battle, and maybe disabling them for some of the stuff that they can do. Imagine it is a card that your opponent wants to EX evolve on top on, and you just go like, okay, I'm just gonna tap it. You can EX evolve on top of it. That's really good. However, it's gonna come in rest mode, so really interesting. Yeah, so you have a 25k double strike, or you have a critical blocker, 20k that draws you a card. I think it's good. Next up, we have a very persistent blocker that happens to swing really hard too, and also a piece removal. So basically, this is a pretty disgusting card. It is going to be Android 21 Bewitching Battler. Take note, this is a 5 energy cost. However, 1 is unspecified. That means you can use your opponent's battle card or unison card and tap them to play this card, just to rub it in your face, right? Like, if it's not disgusting enough. So it comes out as a 25k double striker with an auto at the end of the turn. This card stands back to active mode. Really good because it is also a blocker, and also you choose one of your opponent's battle card and put it at the board into your opponent's drop area. So 25k blocker, this is where the persistent blocker comes in. It also has revive. What does revive means is that when you throw a blue and green cards, when this card gets KO'd, you can discard a blue and green card into your drop area. If you do so, this card comes back in active mode, so you can use it as a blocker once again. Technically, when you have a revive, you want the cards to be in lower value, because then you can use revive more, because you want to block anything that's higher than 25 or more, right? However, This card does not even make you discard it because you don't have to discard a blue and green. You can use a clone token from your opponent's battle area to do, pop it. If you pop it, this card comes back. So you don't even have to -1 from your hand. That's how disgusting this card is. One thing to take note, this Android 21 leader does not have the clone token generating few cards like in the previous one. However, there are several ways for you to generate clone tokens, not as much as the previous Android 21, but you have it. It's all the lab codes Android 21 in the deck. They are able to help you to create clone token. Android 21, Android 21 Total Audacity, Unstoppable Techniques, all this creates clone token, right? Android 21 Total Audacity, just for 2 energy, 20k. Double Striker draws 2, play 1 clone token. That card is really good. And we are going to be called upon the old cards, which is this card, Android 21, Brilliant Idea. Even though it's 3 energy, 2 of the energy can be played with your opponent's battle card. So you get a 15 cards, and then you get 2 clones token, which is really good, and you can pop 1 of your clones token to do some shenanigans with it, right? Especially the second part, choose 1 of your leader card or 1 of your battle card and gets 10k and critical for the duration of the turn. That means this Android 21 can swing at a 35k double strike crit in your opponent's face. Since we are in a Zenkai boost block, it is only befitting of us to talk about the Zenkai cards that comes with Android 21. And I love them a lot because they are not just individual cards, they are actually wombo combo, super combo, no counter, no combo. It is Android 21. In the name of peace, we get the blue eyes one, but the blue eyes one actually does something that brings out the red eyes one, the evil one, because she got hungry. That's why I like Android 21 so much, because I can identify that so well. We do evil things when we got hungry. We all understand that, right? So, okay, so let's talk about the Zenkai cards. So it is going to be 2 energy when you play this lady, because it is also a 21. I believe it also applies for the same rule, so it's actually 1 energy. You can tap 1 of your opponent's battle card down. When you play this card, it's Z stack 1. Z stack 1, you have to go to your Android's your Z deck, and then you put 1 card underneath it, blue battle cards underneath it. There is only 1 card that you want to put underneath it. So when you get this card, when this card is played, you also helps to the self-awaken, and then at the start of your opponent's turn, you tap 1, you play that Z battle cards underneath it, and then you play it. You get a 10k critical, which is good in the early games because it's definitely a -1 no matter what your opponent does. And then you get Android 21 in the name of hunger. This lady, it's very, very good. Let me explain. Just for 1 energy, you have this lady that comes out, 20k blocker, very good. Z stack 2. 1 of them can be your opponent's battle card, so you can eat 1 of your opponent's battle card, right? After you eat your opponent's battle card, there is even something for you to do. So when you play this card, you get to choose 1 of your opponent's battle card and KO, not KO it, kind of KO it. You put it into your opponent at the bottom of your opponent's deck, which is actually very crazy. And then you get to ram 1. This lady actually helps you to ram. That's really good. Activate main once per turn. You choose 1 card from underneath it. Remember, you have 2 of them. You choose 1 card from underneath it, 1 of the keyword skill, and this lady gains a keyword skills. So I thought about what are some of the cards that you can play. Remember, 1 is a battle card from your opponent's deck, and 1 it's something from Z deck, so you can control that. There are 2 Cell Awaken of the creator, which is a little bit more thematic, which I like. However, this gives only critical. But Beerus, Airy, Annihilator, this gives barrier. So a 20k blocker barrier that you gain barrier at the end to the end of your opponent's turn. I believe that is a really good card. This card is gonna stay if you have Beerus, Airy, Annihilator on the board. Okay. So let's take a look at the boss monster for the game. This is like a boss monster, but it is not designed to end game. Let me explain to you. It is a 25k double strike dual attack that comes out for 8 energy. 3 of them you can use your opponents, so that's not exactly a lot. At the end of the turn, you untap all your 5 of your energy back, so you're literally paying nothing for her. What she does lack in aggressiveness, offensive power, she makes it up up in utility, because as long as she is on the board, when your opponent activates a counter, your opponent has to discard 2 cards from their hands, which is really good, because with these combos, the super combo that you can play with Android 18 and Android 16, you are also playing into board clearance, piece removal, and also hand size removal. And she has the ability that when she comes out on the board, you bomb your opponent's entire board. Nothing is gonna survive unless they are cannot be removed by skill, or they are indestructible. And also this is a free 0 plus 10k, because it's just that good of a card. Alright, so basically this is the boss monster. Could be better. 35k would be great, but I think 35k might have pushed it a little bit too much. And one of the best thing about this deck is actually we do get a thematic SCR. It is going to be Android 21 Transcendental Predator. And this card itself, it's really amazing because it comes out for 2 energy, 2 of them. You can tap your opponents. So when it comes out, it is actually a 8 cost, because it is just how it is being done. Deflect, dual attack, blocker at 40k. However, let's take a look at the ability. One of them, it's unprecedented. You never see this ability in your life as a Dragon Ball Super card game player, ever. So the first one is that as long as there are cards underneath her, when your opponent's, if this card is removed from the battle area by opponent's skill, you discard that card instead. Okay, so this card kind of have to be removed by skill at least 2 times. Okay. And the other one, it's if your leader is blue or green, when this card is played, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and unison, including unison. They don't care which unison it is, including unison. 3 cost, 4 cost, 1 cost, how many markers, it doesn't care. It's much better than Smoke Dragon. I hate that card, by the way. It's such a badly designed card. Ignoring barrier, and place them under this card. And for every 2 cards that you choose, you may add the top cards of your deck to your life, up to 2. So if you pick 4, if there are 4 cards over there, you actually gain 2 life. That is huge. In a game for 8 life, that means a quarter of your life, you just gain it back. Imagine for 3 to 5, 1, 2, 3. It's just crazy. This card, it's very, very good. So those are the cards that are coming with this deck, but for the final portion, let's take a look at some of the cards which I think is going to make the deck, which you should play with the deck. Okay, the first one, it's definitely Sensu Bean, because you want to play your counterplay and stuff like that. Every time you play your counterplay with your Android 21, you're able to tap your opponent's unison or battle cards down. So I believe play defensive, and there is no other more powerful defensive card than Sensu Bean itself. We are playing blue, Sensu Bean during your opponent's turn. Why not? We do that. Okay. And the second one is, I'm not too sure if you want to play Unison. There are 2 Unisons that comes to my mind that you can play. The first one is Super Android 13 Never Ending Bloodlust. This Unison, why? It's because it's actually a free Unison to play. You choose one of your opponent's clone token, pop it, you play it in rest mode with 1 marker on it, and immediately you can do a +2. Your leader gets an additional 5k, so your leader can swing at 20. And your opponent's clone token cannot attack, because there are situations that they are 10k. That means if your opponent has a good hand size and they have a lot of clone token, they can actually swing plus 5k, plus 5k, plus 5k, plus 5k. They can actually do that, which is not very, very good for you. Alright, however, if your opponent doesn't take care of this card itself, you can eventually do a -4 that swings at a 25k double strike. Why not? I don't know. For 0 energy, if your opponent plays Smoke Dragon, you bait out their Smoke Dragon, make them waste that 2 energy just to pop it, and Smoke Dragon is going to be there for you to use as energy. So let's see. Not too sure. The other one, I didn't put it here, it's definitely the 3 cost Boo, because if you want to play defensive, there's no better SCR in the game than the 3 cost Boo. I think so. That Majin Boo, that Babidi Azop, that card is just crazy. If that card is on the table, you get to draw 1 card, you get a 20k double striker, and then you get a blocker, and then you get to -1 of your opponent's battle card. Why not? It's just crazily good, that card. Then it's the super combo. It's either you have the Android 17 and 18 team up attack. This, when you use it, you get to untap 1 of your energy, helps you with your arrival, or you can use the other one, which is the Android 18, that makes your opponent discard a card, right? Put a card back into the deck. So I'm not too sure which one is better. This untaps an energy seems really, really good during your opponent's turn, but Android 18 can be done during your opponent's turn and during your turn as well. So let's see, maybe split 50-50. I don't know, 1, 2, 3. I don't know which one it is. However, the last card is definitely something that I believe everybody should play. Android 21, a Bad Omen. This card itself is just 2 energy because you can use 3 unspecified. That means it's just crazy. Choose 1 card from your energy, place it in your drop area. When play this card, you choose 1 of your opponent's battle card and up to 1 card in your opponent's life and place it in their opponent in their owner's drop area. So if your opponent is down to 1 life, they are dead. They are dead. Just tap 2, play this card, and you just split. I believe this card definitely will be dealt with in the future, because it's 2 costs, burn 1. It's a little bit too much. I don't think there are a lot of counterplays that can deal with this card at this moment. So if your opponent just tap 2, burn 1, tap 2, burn 1, it's gonna be pretty disgusting for your opponent. So maybe this card is gonna be dealt with. Hey guys, welcome to the end of this video. If you're still here, I would like to give you a huge shout out, and also I would like to hear from you. What do you think about the deck itself? Put it down in the comment section. The reason is not just for engagement purposes, but I would want other people who has seen this video itself are able to get the opinions of other viewers too in the comment section. Okay, let's start a discussion. What do we think about the deck? There's some cards that I miss. They're really, really good. I believe I miss a Android 18 Endless Menace that comes in 3 for the Arrival. I believe that is also a pretty good card too. Let us put it into some testing here. Alright, so if you like this video, I appreciate it. Give this video a like, subscribe if you want to support me and the channel. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy playing the Dragon Ball Super card game. I'm back. See you guys in the next video. Alright, ciao, bye.